Hello everybody and welcome to episode 6 of Skyblock Evolution. I am starting off up on the glass viewing platform that we made in the last episode, and I have marked out and made an area for the first thing I want to make in this episode. Now if I go down to the bottom of the world, right over by the mob farm, I have put out a bit of a walkway here. Now, Impulse SV, one of the creators of this map, actually made a board, not in the Skyblock world, but on the Hermitcraft server. He made a board of all of the farms that he wants to do. Now, I'm going to take inspiration of that and make my own board of all of the farms that I would like to complete. So I'm going to build up the board, and once I have it built up, I'll show you guys pretty much how the board works and how I'm going to read the board and show off the farms that I've already done and the farms I need to do. Alright, so I've gotten the board all built up. I have to fill it with all the farms that I'm going to need. I will do that in one moment, but I just want to show off how this thing works. It's very simple. So pretty much if like this was the cobblestone farm and I knew that it was on, that I had it, I would just be like, okay, there's 4 over here on the 5th one, second row. So then I would just come around back and I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one, second row. And there we go, that light is on. So I just flick on the lights. You can't really see it, but like you can see the little outline that it's on. So I just flick on the lights as I go around and do all of the farms, and I'll have eventually, hopefully this board will be fully lit up because I will have gotten all of the farms built. So I'm just going to put all like the different items in here, and if I don't have an item for that farm, I will put in a sign saying what that farm is going to be. So I'll come back when I have that done. I just want to bring something up real fast. Why is it that a lever that looks like this, and clearly when it's got on the little icon, the cobblestone piece is on top and the wood piece is on the bottom. But when you go into a crafting table and you do that, you don't get it, and it's on the top. I don't understand, like that's swapped. I don't know. It's just something I thought about. So I think today the first farm I want to get done is going to be the slime farm. I have gone into a creative test world that's just like this seed, pretty much, this world. And there is a fairly close slime chunk. I think it's right over there. So I'm just going to go over, mark out the slime chunk, and start building that farm. And I'll bring you guys back when I get over there. Alright, so I've put all of the different items up onto the farm board, and for the items that I don't have, I put signs to indicate what's supposed to be there, so when I get those items I can put them on there. And I've marked off the ones that I have done, which are the honey farm, the cobblestone generator, sugarcane, gold, iron. I used a piece of crying obsidian for the bartering farm, passive mob, aggressive mobs, and then husks. Magma cream, and yep, that's it. So I still have a ton on here that I need to do. I will go into more detail on all of these later as I obviously get them done, but like the ones that aren't obvious are probably up there. The redstone one, which is going to be the witch farm, the pillager farm. Another one that's not obvious is the villager powered crop farms. I used an emerald for a raid farm. And potions, it's just going to be like an automatic potion brewer. All the other ones should be fairly self-explanatory because the items, the leather over there, that's going to be for the hoglins, and the warped stem is for a nether tree farm, and then the concrete is going to be for a concrete converter. So everything else on there should be what the item is, and like if it's like squid, obviously ink and stuff, but it should all be fairly self-explanatory. And a tropical fish farm would be for coral, because they drop coral fans, and 4 coral fans or tube corals can be crafted into a piece of coral, just like the seagrass can be crafted into kelp. Alright, so I've come out here, which is very close to the main base island thing, and I've marked out this chunk. Now if I press F3 and G, it'll show the chunk borders, so you can see it's all inside this one chunk. And this is a slime chunk. So the way you find a slime chunk is you can either use a website called Chunkbase, which I didn't use that because I didn't know if it would work for this seed because it's been modified, or you could just open up a separate world or dig anywhere below Y40. So below Y40 is where the slimes will spawn, and that's where you'll find them, and that's how you know if it's a slime chunk. So slimes will always spawn in this chunk below Y40. Now slimes do not have a required light level. So if I were to put a few more blocks in here, fly away, then you would see slimes start to spawn. So I'm just going to do that really quickly just to show off that this is actually a slime chunk. Alright, so I just flew away and came back to get the a few more blackstone bricks. I only needed 4, so I decided to use the stone cutter that's over there, and a slime spawned. So I'm just going to fly away and come back. I got the advancement, the stickiest trampoline in the world, and that's pretty much just from getting the slime balls from killing a slime. So if I just fly away really fast, turn around, you can see there's slime on there. So this will be a great place to build a slime farm, which is what I want to do. So I'm just going to get rid of these guys and begin to set up a collection chamber. Alright, so I've finished up this slime farm. It's very simple. Pretty much I just have this one platform. If I need more platforms and end up needing more slime in the future, I will put more platforms in, but for now I think the one platform should be just fine. So the slimes spawn anywhere on here, and then they get attracted to the iron golem because they want to kill it, and they end up dying on the magma cubes. And I have a hopper minecart system, just like in the magma cream farm, running around underneath the magma cubes, and it'll drop off, get detected, and send the signal, close the gate, keep it there, and drop off the slime balls. So I've already got 2.5 stacks, and if I fly away and come back, there should be a whole bunch more here. Alright, so flying back in, you can see there's a little slime on there. If I just, oh, nope, that's a creeper, never mind. That is not a slime. This area I'm actually going to light up. I'm just going to light this up really fast because slimes can spawn with light. It doesn't matter for them, so I'll be right back after I light up this area really fast. Alright, so I've gotten both the lights and the guardrails in, and I think it'll just make the farm a lot faster. I've also made these little gaps in the iron golem housing area, and I think it'll make it easier for the slimes to see the iron golem and start pathfinding a little bit faster. So I'm just gonna fly away, and then they should, yep, here they are spawning, and yep, they're just gonna go straight towards the iron golem. It takes them a few moments to sense that it's there. It's not gonna really be the fastest farm ever, but I think it'll work just because I only need so much slime. Like, I'm not going to need a ton of slime for this single player world. I'm only getting enough for myself, so this should be a fairly decent farm. If I go over here, I can see that I've already got a ton of slime, so this will be a great farm to have, and it will just make getting slime a ton easier. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to do for this farm. So I'm going to take out this little pathway really quick, and then we can mark it off on the board. The pathway leading to the slime farm has been removed, and now I'm just going to turn on that little light so it's in the top corner. There we are. And now another light has been turned on. Woohoo! The next farm I'm going to try to do is going to be the Kelp Farm. Kelp farms are very simple. You just have to make a row of kelp. They're pretty much like bamboo farms and like the sugarcane farm, only obviously with kelp. So I'm just going to probably build that up, probably over there next to the honey farm. Would be a good place for it. So I think I'll put the kelp farm there. I've gotten the kelp farm all built up. I made it out of the warp block. I really like the look of that block, and I think it looks nice with the kelp and the water in there. This is an infinitely expandable farm. This farm is by Fiberwolf, and I will link the video describing this farm in the description. He does a really good job of showing all of the little parts and how to make sure it works and everything. It's a really fast farm, so I'm just going to do a brief overview. But pretty much the kelp grows. As soon as it's 3 tall, the observer senses, and it pushes out all the pistons, leaves the bottom one there, and it just lets it grow again and again. So far I've gotten 13 from the farm already. I'm just going to put all of my kelp in there, but that should be a fairly quick farm. I mean, it's obviously not the fastest thing ever, and I could expand it more, but I think 2 levels should be just fine for right now. If I end up needing more kelp, I'll expand it, but for right now I think that should be good. So I'm just going to head on over to the board of all of the farms, and I'm going to switch on the kelp lever. There we go, another farm crossed off the list. I think the next farm that I'm going to work on is going to be the drowned farm. It has to be made in a river biome, so I'm going to just fly around and see if I can find a good river biome to make it in, and I will bring you guys back when I've made that farm. Okay, so I'm over here at the Birch Island, where I was getting the beehives, the bee nests in the last episode, and you can see all of the farm. Yeah, it's just a big platform of blackstone bricks. I'm just kidding. This is the farm. Pretty much they spawn in there like they are now, and they flow all the way down to the bottom here, and then they just pathfind over to these eggs and walk off the side because of the trapdoors. They all come down to this area, and I hit them with my looting sword so that I will hopefully get some clay balls. I actually didn't from those 2, but I've already got a stack in here. I actually killed like 10 when this farm was first going just to test it out and clear it out, and I got a trident, so that's really cool. This is a farm designed by Pixel Riffs. It's from his Skyblock survival guide. I will link that video in the description so you guys can follow this farm for yourselves, and it's just really simple, and I really like it. It's really efficient too. As you can see, there's already a couple flowing down right now. I'm just going to fly back to the main island now with my clay ball in hand, and I'm going to grab an item frame so that I can represent the farm that I've made on the board, because right now it just says drowned because I didn't have any clay balls, and that's what I wanted to use to represent the drowned farm. So I'm just going to break the drowned sign and put up the clay ball. So now we can just mark that off back here. Should be that one. And yep, there we go. There's another farm marked off the list. So yeah, that's pretty good progress for today so far. We've gotten already 3 farms done. That's really good. I'm going to just AFK over here at the drowned farm for a little while, because when I get these clay balls, I can turn them into clay blocks, and each one of these clay blocks can be smelted into terracotta, or hardened clay as some people call it. So I'm going to get 128 of these, because that's how many I need to make all of the different colors of terracotta. And if I look in the collector tab, I have clay collector. I have to get a stack of clay blocks, so I will do that. And I also have to get Taste the Rainbow, which is make every color of concrete and terracotta. So I'm going to have to get 16. There are 16 colors, and each one of those colors I'm going to surround in 8 terracotta. So it's going to be 16 times 8 is 128. So yeah, there we go. I'm just going to AFK here and get a bit more clay. I have been grinding at the drowned farm for a little while, and I am about to make the last clay ball to get a stack. And there we go, I got the clay collector advancement for making a stack of clay. I've got 11 more in here. I just wanted to show off me getting the stack so I could show off getting the advancement. And I've gotten 2 tridents and a whole bunch of other things, including 7 nautilus shells, some gold, and just some rotten flesh and other bits and bobs from this farm. It's working really good. I'm just going to collect up a bit more of the clay so I get to 128, which is 2 stacks of clay. So I'm going to get this next stack topped off, and I will be able to make all of the different colors of terracotta to get the Taste the Rainbow advancement. Alright, so I'm going to knock out a few advancements really quick. The first one I'm going to do is the Taste the Rainbow advancement in the collector tab, because I just got the terracotta all smelted, 2 stacks of it. So if I take out one of each of these, And so I have all of the colors. I should just be able to make these up really fast. There we go. And then if I just surround them all, I should be able to just shift click each of them. And there we go. There's all the colors of terracotta that I could get. Next, I'm going to do wool. I've already gotten these, so I've gotten black, gray, light gray, brown, and white. So the rest of these colors I'm going to have to do. And there's all the wool colors all made up. And if I fly on top of the mob spawner, I have all of the hardened concretes up here. So if I just mine all of these, and when I pick them up, I should get the Taste the Rainbow advancement. And there it is. Nice. Okay, so the next one is going to be, I'm going to do in the end, it's enchant an item in an enchant table and fill a diamond sword or axe with max enchantments. So I'm just going to do both of those, get the enchanter, and I should also get the max level enchants. So I'm going to have to put all of the enchants that are possible onto a sword or a axe. So I'm going to do that to this sword really fast. This final enchant on the sword, I should have a max level sword. And there we go. There's the ultimate weapon advancement. Now I think I'm going to go for the get a stack of beets and crafting a bowl of beetroot soup. So I have bone mealed all these, and I've already got 53 in my inventory. So if I just break all of these, should be enough. Yep, there we go. We got the dem beets advancement. And if we go over into the storage area and get to the crafting table, we can make a beetroot soup. And there we go. Got the beetroot soup advancement. Another advancement that I'm going to get really fast is the get a stack of honey blocks, which I actually have right here. So if I grab those, I got the stickier than slime advancement. The final advancement I'm going to get is going to be get a full set of netherite armor. So I have a ton of netherite in here, and I'm going to grab out my chest plate from my ender chest because I really don't wear that often. But then if we open up the smithing table, we can upgrade our gear and just mix each one of these with a piece of netherite. And there we go, we got the cover me in debris advancement. I'm going to put the chest plate back in there just because I'm not going to wear it because I have the elytra on. But I am going to use the rest of the netherite that I have to upgrade first the tools that I have in my inventory. Then I think I'm going to upgrade the 2 diamond hoes that I have to be netherite. And I got the serious dedication advancement too for making a netherite hoe. And I think with the final 2 pieces of debris, I'm going to upgrade my fortune pickaxe and axe to be netherite. Not in the anvil, in the smithing table. And there we go, that's all the debris that I have right now. I will be getting more so I can upgrade all of this eventually, but probably not today or in the very near future because that's a whole bunch of grinding for that. The next farm that I'm going to do is going to be the ice farm. So if I go up to, I think around Y100, over in the mountain biome, I should be able to, it should be high enough to where if I place water down, it'll turn it into ice. So I'm going to go up above the snow golem platform and make the ice farm. The ice farm has been all completed, and pretty much how this works is just I have a whole bunch of stairs along the outside. All of the stairs have water sources in them, and it all flows out and creates this entire area of water sources because it's a square, so it just evens it all out. And if I wait around here, the ice will form, and then I can just collect it up with my silk touch pick. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to do for this farm. It's very easy. So I'm just going to fly back to the main island. We can mark the ice farm off of the board. And then, yep, there we go. Another farm marked off the list. So I think I'm going to do one really quick last farm. And it's going to be the basalt generator. So I'm just going to build that up probably on the opposite side of the nether portal area. and I will bring you guys back when I have done that. Alright, so I've gotten the basalt generator all built up. This thing, it pretty much you push the button, hold down the left click, and you just break it. It'll be an instant mine when I have a haste 2 beacon, so that'll be really nice and a really easy way to get all of the basalt that I'm going to need for building and whatnot. I've already got almost 2 stacks of it in here, and this is designed by Eagle Eye, the same person who made the iron farm. So I will link the video that he describes how to make this farm in the description. Alright, so I'm just going to mark the basalt generator off of the board, and it should be right there. And there we go. There's another farm marked off. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to end it off for the episode. Today has been just farm after farm after farm. We started off by building the board down there of all of the farms that I need to do. And then I made the slime farm, then the kelp farm, then the drowned farm, then the ice farm, and finally the cobblestone generator. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from this series, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!